Save up to 80% at the Jewelry Exchange. Quarter carat studs $69, Huggies $149, tennis bracelets $5.99 per carat. 2 carat 3-stone rings or studs $19.90. Guaranteed to appraise for double factory direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Tustin.
CrimSafe is stronger than 5 times the force of an intruder.
And while CrimSafe keep the crims out, it lets breezes in.
Get 30% off your entire order today. Call now or go to crimsafe.com. Outback Tough, American made.
We fight for the rights of riders every day. We give back millions to support the motorcycle community because we are riders, and motorcycle law is all we do. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, don't fight the insurance companies with just any lawyer. Call 1-800-4BIKERS. We ride, we care, we win. If you go down, call Russ Brown. Motorcycle attorneys.
This year, take the time to melt into your holiday moments with Lindor. Irresistibly smooth chocolate from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
The California Science Center presents Leonardo da Vinci, inventor, artist, dreamer. Journey into one of history's greatest minds and explore 30 of Da Vinci's extraordinary inventions. Tickets at californiasciencecenter.org. Final weeks.
Join AARP for this upcoming virtual event. Learn all about estate planning at the Let's Talk Dinero workshop on Monday, December 16th. Find out how to prepare your family and finances for the future. Register at aarp.org/Los Angeles.
Good morning, I'm Omar Lewis, live with the latest updates on the Franklin fire, which continues to burn here in Malibu as firefighters work to increase containment and take advantage of more favorable weather conditions. We can also tell you about the power that's being restored here in this area. All those details coming up next.
And good morning, I'm Annie Rose Ramos. The NYPD announcing new evidence tying the suspect to the scene of the United Healthcare CEO's killing in New York City. Coming up, we'll bring you the details of what that evidence is and the growing support we're seeing for the suspect's actions. That's next.
I'm Eric Spillman in for Frank Buckley. New details about a rule that cracks down on overdraft fees. We'll explain how it works.
Good morning. I'm Jessica Holmes. Time Magazine announcing its Person of the Year for 2024. Several high-profile figures made the short list, but only one of them graces the cover this morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dana Devin. From acclaimed movies like Into the Wild, actor Emil Hirsch joins us to talk about his new movie, Bow Artist at War. Live conversations with him minutes away. Stay tuned.
Some pretty big changes in the weather for today, and that is all good news as opposed to an offshore flow and Santa Ana winds. We're going to see an onshore flow. That is going to cool down temperatures. That will drop down, elevate the humidity. And then with that, we also could get some rain. Yes, there is rain in the forecast. Very scattered, very light, 1/10 to about 1/4 inch of rain moving into the area. And even if we get that 1/10 of an inch of rain, it is very welcome. Expected high today for the beach is 62 degrees. Still some gusts up to 25 miles an hour. But as I said, a different direction. It's an onshore flow as opposed to offshore flow. 40% chance of rain downtown San Fernando Valley up to 66 degrees. 60 in the high desert, Inland Empire 66. Orange County Inland up to 65 degrees. Jessica, back to you.
Mark, thank you. This just into our newsroom. LAX's website is down this morning as officials work to investigate what it describes as anomalies in its computer system. The agency that operates LAX is called Los Angeles World Airports, and they say they detected the issue overnight and have taken precautionary steps to isolate their systems while they assess the situation. They are not calling the situation a cyber attack. Officials say LAX is operating at full capacity and that there have been minimal impacts on operations overall, but we'll continue to follow that this morning.
The firefight continues in Malibu as the Franklin fire consumes more than 4,000 acres.
Utility crews have been able to restore power to most of the impacted area. KTLA's Omar Lewis in Malibu now with the latest. Omar, good morning.
Jessica, Eric, good morning. Firefighters are trying to take advantage of those more favorable fire conditions that we just heard Mark mention as they try to increase the containment levels out here. We can also tell you SoCal Edison has restored power in this area, including traffic signals, helping with some of the chaos out here just a bit. Behind that, this hillside here is where this fire is thought to had originated on Monday. You can see the blackened hillside showing just how close these flames came to the edges of people's property. Luckily, these homes were spared and the campus here is still intact, but firefighters still have a lot of work on their hands. Since Monday night, the Franklin fire has burned more than 4,037 acres here in Malibu, fueled by relentless Santa Ana winds with only 7% containment as of this morning. 9 structures have been destroyed and 6 more were damaged. No injuries have been reported at this time. We know over 1,500 firefighters from more than a dozen federal, state, and local agencies. They're all working around the clock to combat these flames. Mandatory evacuation orders remain in effect for 6,300 residents, with the Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District building on 4th Street serving as the evacuation shelter. This morning, the Calabasas Community Center has closed down as an evacuation shelter, and Pepperdine University remains under lockdown with roads leading to the campus still closed. We spoke to a newlywed couple who moved into their dream home near Surfrider Beach just in August. They're now grappling with an unimaginable loss after this fire tore through their neighborhood, leaving them with only memories of the life they had just started to build.
We had just gotten married. We had photos of us from the wedding our family and friends had gifted us with our photos. Me and my dress, him and his tux, our cake topper, our champagne glasses, my doll that I had from childhood that I wanted to give my children one day, like, it's gone.
We both looked at each other and just gasped because it was a giant orange ball of fire. We're gonna miss it a lot.
Absolutely heartbreaking to hear. That family has started a GoFundMe, and that information is on our website as well. Here's a look at the evacuation area impacted by this fire. We know that evacuation orders are still in place for Malibu Canyon and surrounding neighborhoods. As you can see here, PCH remains closed between Topanga Canyon and Canaan Road. This morning, we can also tell you that Topanga Canyon Boulevard has since reopened. Back out here live, you can see the aftermath of some of these areas impacted by this fire here right along PCH this morning. And again, as firefighters now work to get an upper hand on this containment, luckily the weather is cooperating in those efforts. That is the latest for now here live from Malibu this morning. I'm Omar Lewis. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Omar, thank you for that this morning. The NYPD says it has evidence linking a 26-year-old man to the killing of the CEO of United Healthcare. Police say they have matching fingerprints. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos live now in the newsroom with those details. Annie Rose, good morning.
Hi, Jess. Good morning. Police pointing to a gun and fingerprints linking the accused shooter, Luigi Mangione, to the New York City crime scene, finding the first forensic evidence in this case. And this evidence now connecting Mangione to United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's killing.
We got the gun in question back from Pennsylvania. It's now at the NYPD crime lab.
The police detailing how the 3 shell casings found at the crime scene matched the 3D printed gun they recovered on Mangione when he was arrested at a Pennsylvania McDonald's Monday. Police also finding his fingerprints at the scene of the crime.
We're also able at our crime lab to match the person of interest's fingerprints with fingerprints that we found on both the water bottle and the Kind bar near the scene of the homicide in Midtown.
And this is surveillance video obtained by our sister station Pix 11 showing the gunman walking down West 55th Street minutes before the shooting with the same water bottle in his hand. Police pulling fingerprints from that water bottle that we're now learning match Mangione's. Now, at the time of his arrest, a notebook was found on Mangione. That notebook allegedly laying out his murder plot, complete with a to-do list of tasks. In one of the notes, Mangione acknowledging that a shooting would be more targeted, that a bomb would kill innocents. This, according to CNN. One notebook passage allegedly of Mangione's musing what could be better than to, quote, kill the CEO at his own bean counting conference.
The manifesto, again, is another element that there's been so much scrutiny of focus on because it goes to this question of mindset and motivation. And I think everybody is looking at this individual who seemed to have so much potential, promise in his life, and wondering what could have changed to lead to where we get to now.
This morning, 26-year-old Luigi Mangione is being held without bail in a Pennsylvania state prison. And new this hour, we're hearing from his fellow inmates at that prison. According to his attorney, Mangione expected to plead not guilty to murder and other charges, now fighting extradition to New York on those charges, but the governor of New York vowing she will sign that extradition warrant.
I'm issuing a warrant for extradition. I've already told the governor of Pennsylvania in multiple conversations, Josh Shapiro, and he's working with me on this. So I want to get him back here in the state of New York and run him through our criminal justice system.
All of this as authorities are growing concerned over the outpouring of support for Mangione and outrage with the health insurance industry. In New York City, these fake wanted posters popping up on streets targeting insurance company CEOs and executives with a red X marking their faces and warning, quote, healthcare CEOs should not feel safe. Now, we're also learning about a missing persons report submitted by Luigi Mangione's mother, reporting her son missing on November 18th to San Francisco police, saying she hadn't spoken to him since July 1st. Eric?
Annie Rose, thank you. The Biden administration has finalized new rules limiting banks from charging customers pricey overdraft fees. Now, the rules would cap fees to $5 compared to the $35 that some banks charge. Banks could also choose to forego those fees altogether and treat an overdraft as a loan. That would give customers the option to open a line of overdraft credit. The rules are set to take effect next October and are estimated to save consumers a collective $5 billion a year.
President-elect Donald Trump has been named Time Magazine's Person of the Year for 2024.
He was honored earlier this morning at the New York Stock Exchange, where he also got to ring the opening bell. This was Trump's first time ringing the opening bell, but it was the second time he was named Time's Person of the Year. The magazine's publisher says, for better or worse, Trump had the most influence on the news in the year 2024. The president-elect spoke about the honor before ringing the bell.
I do want to thank Time Magazine. I've been on the cover many times. I don't know who has the record, but I can only probably talk well about 25% of the covers. 25% are great. The others I just sort of hide. But it's been an honor, and every time it's an honor, I will tell you. And thank you very much for doing it.
As you can see, Trump was flanked by family members and some members of his incoming administration during this morning's honors.
Time now to check in with Mark. We're looking at our weather and, well, not as windy.
No.
Possibility of a little rain.
Possibility of rain, and that's the big one. That's the big one. And if you are in a little bit of a windy area, the winds are coming onshore as opposed to offshore in the Santa Ana winds. So humidity will be picking up. Everything's looking much better as far as the weather forecast goes. Hopefully this all comes together. 61 today, Ventura County inland. Oh, excuse me.